Everyone desires an exceptional car, often associating it with immense luxury. Several companies have ventured into producing eccentric cars, leading some to financial ruin, while others have ingeniously crafted luxurious vehicles, propelling them to billionaire status. Today we are going to reveal the 18 most astoundingly unusual cars from around the world. 1. BMW Isetta 1956. Yes, we are aware that it resembles a headless bug on wheels or a bug with a refrigerator-style door. The Isetta was the strangest car ever made when it was released in 1955. Let's ignore the egg-shaped structure and the bubble-like windows and instead pay attention to how easily accessible the interior is. Yes, the steering wheel and the dashboard swung open with the entire front end single door, which covered the entire front end. The canvas roof would serve as the escape route in the event of a collision, which most likely would result in the passengers being crushed. 2. RINSPEED SQUBA. Produced in Geneva in 2008, the SQUBA made waves by becoming the first underwater flying car. Originally a sports car, it underwent a transformation into an aquatic marvel by Swiss engineering specialist Dassault. Its defining feature is a stable underwater flight at a depth of 10 meters, setting it apart from military vehicles which are limited to slow submerged ground movement. The SQUBA promises to outshine any Baywatch beauty on the beach, thanks to its straightforward operation. Drive it into the water and it floats. However, cracking the door triggers water entry, prompting the SQUBA to embark on its underwater journey. Passengers rely on a built-in compressed air tank, akin to scuba divers' systems for breathing. Upon entering the water, the SQUBA initially floats, yet once water enters after opening the door, it swiftly dives like a dolphin. Both driver and passenger rely on a compressed air-filled integrated tank, mirroring scuba divers' needs. The open-top design prioritized safety and emergency exits, a prudent choice considering enclosed conditions would prevent door opening due to water pressure.
As we move forward, I'd appreciate it if you could take a moment to subscribe to my channel and activate the bell icon for immediate notifications.
3. Peel P50 1962. The Peel P50 broke the world record. It is recognized as the smallest production car ever made in the 2010 Guinness Book of World Records. The Peel Engineering Company on the Isle of Man produced this three-wheeled microcar for just 3 years, from 1962 to 1965. According to the advertisement, it was the ideal size for one adult and one shopping bag. The children cannot fit in this small car. Only one door on the left and one headlight are present. The Peel P50 does not have a reverse gear, so moving the car backward requires using a handle at the back of the vehicle, which was not an easy option. Only 27 of these unusually small cars are known to still be in existence today out of the original 50 that were produced. However, some fanatics enjoy odd things, as evidenced by the fact that this tiny car fetched a whopping $176,000 at a Sotheby's auction. 4. Firebird I XP-21 1953. The General Motors Firebird cars were prototypes that were unveiled at the 1953, 1956, and 1959 Motorama Auto shows and were inspired by fighter aircraft design. They should undoubtedly be recognized for having such a catchy name as Firebirds, but these cars owe more to jet planes than to birds in terms of design. Over the years, 4 sleek and streamlined Firebirds were designed and constructed. Their bubble-topped canopies, short wings and tail fins, and the joystick in the middle of the 2 seats used to steer were some of their more distinctive features. This was intended to simulate flying a plane and give the car a futuristic feel. The car's exhaust pipes resembled an airplane's engine, giving it the appearance of a huge bullet on wheels. There was way too much weirdness going on here, and the replacements weren't any better. Fortunately, they were all concepts. The Firebird's top speed was intended to be 200 miles per hour, but during a test drive, the test driver changed gears at 100 miles per hour, causing the tires to lose traction. The successor's maximum speed was reportedly 200 miles per hour. 5. Ferrari 512 Siemens Modulo 1970. You could be excused for thinking the Ferrari 512 Siemens Modulo looks more like a spaceship than a car at first glance. This unusual-looking car has a canopy-style glass roof that slides forward to allow the driver to enter the cabin and an extremely low, wedge-shaped body. A concept sports car called the Ferrari 512 Siemens Modulo was first displayed at the 1970 Geneva Motor Show. It gives the impression that the car is a hovering spaceship because all four of its wheels are partially hidden. The Modulo's Ferrari V12 engine enables it to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an impressive 3 seconds and reach a top speed of about 220 miles per hour. 6. Vanguard Sebring Citicar, 1974. In the wake of the oil crisis, the 1970s were supposed to embrace electric motors, but this one was nothing more than a cheese wedge. The interior's cramped design also didn't leave much room for improvement in terms of size. Since kids can be cruel, the Vanguard Sebring Citicar was a horrible sight that would either cause small children to cry or make them laugh you off the road. Its underwhelming speed of 36 miles per hour made little difference. The Citicar's production ceased in 1979, and with the advent of electric vehicles, it is now only a historical artifact. 7. Fiat Multipla, 1999. The Fiat Multipla, Type 186, is an unusual-looking car that is relatively common on UK roads. The windscreen on the Multipla seems unusually large. Instead of the more customary layout of only having 2 seats at the front, it has 2 rows of 3 seats inside. The Multipla has enough space inside for the entire family, and the 3 abreast seating arrangement allows for flexible rear seat configurations and front seat adjustments. This car is perfect for family vacations because it has plenty of room for luggage. However, drivers do not appear to be particularly fond of the Multipla's aesthetics. It also received the Top Gear Awards for Ugliest Car and Car of the Year 2000. Nevertheless, the Fiat Multipla was a useful family vehicle built from 1998 to 2010. It had 2 rows, each with room for 3 people to sit. Although the Multipla was compared by the Telegraph to a psychotic cartoon duck, it was roomy and a pleasure to drive. Date: Honda Fuya-Jo, 1999. The Fuya-Jo, also known as Sleepless Night, was designed for the younger generation who loved the nightlife and was at a level where revelers could skate through the city. And tall enough for them to dance their way from venue to venue while standing. The dashboard also had a club-themed design. Okay, so we can all agree that the design of the car was daring, but we'll never forget how dramatic the short hood was and how it made the car feel like you were driving in a phone booth. Fuya-Jo was designed as a city mobile tool for the young generation. 9. Nissan S Cargo, 1989. The Nissan S Cargo is a small, boxy, and peculiar vehicle that, one might argue, should never have come into existence due to its limited cargo capacity. Its design deviated from the norm in every aspect. Making its debut at the 1989 Tokyo Motor Show without any Nissan branding, the Nissan S Cargo was based on the Citroën 2CV. Equipped with a 3-speed automatic transmission, it was powered by a 1.5 E15 inline-4 engine. Remarkably, the Nissan S Cargo remains in production today, standing as the sole commercial vehicle within the Pike car series. Its enduring popularity is a testament to its uniqueness and charm. 10. Karlmann King, 2017. This vehicle can cause diplopia, a visual condition that results in double images, due to the sheer volume of overlapping shapes. The most expensive SUV in the world started being produced in 2017 in both Italy and the United States. Although it has a 6.8 liters V10 engine that produces 398 horsepower, this large vehicle only has a modest top speed of 87 miles per hour. A wide range of desirable features are displayed by the Karlmann King, including a coffee maker, optional bulletproofing, a flat-screen TV, a laptop, and a fridge. However, the exterior design, which features numerous distinctive shapes, is what really draws the eye. 11. Norman Timbs Special. The Norman Timbs Special, a classic example of American automotive design, was created by Los Angeles-based mechanical auto engineer Norman Timbs. In the 1940s, Norman Timbs played a significant role at Tucker Automobiles. The Norman Timbs Special took more than 3 years to develop. This car is distinguished by its graceful aerodynamic form and adds to its sleek appearance with the absence of doors and a long, sweeping front end. This car's tale has a regrettable conclusion. This sog-looking car, which had been left out in front of a restaurant in California for kids to play on, was tragically destroyed in the 2018 Malibu fires in California. 12. DMC DeLorean. The DMC DeLorean is a famous car that was used as a time machine in the Back to the Future movies. Between 1981 and 1983, the DeLorean Motor Company produced this svelte sports car. The car's gullwing doors, which opened upwards and outwards as opposed to the way a typical car door would, made it stand out from other models on the market. Although this feature is cool, it wouldn't be very useful when fitting into a small space in a supermarket parking lot. Unfortunately, the car fell short of expectations due to its underwhelming performance and high price as well as its stunning appearance. Early in 1983, production came to an end. DeLoreans can reach a speed of up to 150 miles per hour. 13. Stout Scarab. The Stout Scarab, which debuted in 1932, is noteworthy for being the first minivan ever built. It was intended to be a mobile office space when it was first conceived by designer William Bushnell Stout. The Scarab had a distinctive design with a long wheelbase and short front end that maximized interior space. The car's body had a sleek appearance reminiscent of an aluminum aircraft fuselage. It was notable for having the industry's first fiberglass body shell and air suspension. Despite its production time reputation as unattractive, the Stout Scarab has evolved into an esteemed Art Deco symbol. Just a handful, approximately a dozen, of these peculiar vehicles were manufactured, and today only around 5 Scarabs are believed to have survived. 14. Tasco 1948. This strange car has a slight foot-like appearance as opposed to wheels. Gordon Burig created the 1948 Tasco, an American sports car for the decades following World War II. It had controls modeled after those of an airplane and was the first automobile in the world with a T-top roof. Burig sued GM for violating his patent when they used the same design on the 1968 Corvette. Tasco stands for the American Sports Car Company. The odd-looking wheel covers are intended to shield the wheels from the wind, which will decrease drag and increase speed. The prototype Tasco cost a staggering $57,000, which is absolutely staggering. This indicated that this vehicle was never actually put into production. 15. Chrysler Streamline X Gilda 1955. Chrysler made an effort to shed its reputation for producing boxy cars in the 1950s. This vehicle's creator appears to have drawn inspiration from a bizarre type of spaceship in response. It was created at the request of Virgil Exner, a Chrysler executive, and was designed to display extreme styling and high performance. It made its debut in 1955 at the Salone di Torino and later went on tour in the US and Europe. Rita Hayworth's portrayal of the title character in the 1946 noir classic Gilda is the source of the name Gilda for the car. The front of the vehicle has enormous tail fins, and the cockpit is positioned in the front. The car's body is painted in 2 tones, with the underside being darker. 16. Reliant Robin. Cars commonly have 4 wheels. With just 3 wheels, 2 in the back and 1 up front, the Reliant Robin defies this trend. For a while, Reliant was the second largest UK-owned automaker, and this vehicle was the second most popular fiberglass vehicle in history. Over a 30-year period, the Reliant Motor Company in Tamworth, England, produced the Reliant Robin, offering several variants. The Mk1 Robin, which was first produced in 1973, was well received due to its attractive design and reasonable price. Reliant three-wheelers are frequently the target of jokes in British society, and the Reliant Robin has even earned the affectionate moniker Plastic Pig due to its unique design. The iconic little Reliant car is likely the brand's most well-known vehicle. 17. Amphicar 1961. The Amphicar, a mash-up that was half car, half boat, and half not very good as either a car or a boat, is an essential component of any list of strange cars. This twin screw boat, which was a distant relative of the Wii-era VW Schwimm wagon used by the German army, was propelled, we use the term loosely, by a rear-mounted 1.2-liter Triumph engine that generated just 43 horsepower. It could only manage 7 miles per hour on the water, and it could only reach a top speed of 70 miles per hour while accelerating to 60 miles per hour on land in about 40 seconds. It is debatable which environment the front wheels were less effective in when steering the car on land versus on water. After Amphicar production ceased in 1963, vehicles were constructed until 1965 using spare parts, and it took 3 more years to sell the remaining stock. 18. The Boeing 727 Limousine. This amazing vehicle is truly unique, combining elements from the Boeing 727 and Mercedes-Benz bus. Its limousine body is made from a shell from a Boeing 727 that has been stripped of its wings and tail but has kept its original, useful folding staircase. The chassis, steering, and gas tank are sourced from the Mercedes bus to guarantee stability and agility. Surprisingly, despite its massive size, measures 53 feet long, weighs 24,000 pounds, and is completely legal to drive on public roads. It is said to reach speeds of up to 124 miles per hour while being propelled by the turbodiesel engine taken from the Mercedes bus. Thank you for watching the complete video. To enjoy more content, please consider subscribing to my channel and activating the notification bell for instant updates.